Hi, welcome to you, me and Mediumship. Obviously, I hear an awful lot from a lot of people. How do I know? It's not my imagination. I might have been making it up. I don't know. I don't know where that come from. No, it could be me just making it up. And that's normally when we're discussing practices like sitting in the power, things like that. When people are sat quietly, they always come up and say to me, it could be my imagination. I don't know. How do I know? Well, obviously you'd be in a lot of trouble if you're doing sittings and demonstrations and it's all imagination. You would be in a lot of trouble there. So first of all, let's start with spirit voice, the sound. Okay, if you're trying to pick up on a name, or you're questioning something that you've seen within your mind's eye, you've sent that back to spirit, you're questioning it, what does this mean, asking for more information, and as the answer comes back to you, how do you receive that answer? What does it sound like? So if I say to you, apple, okay, now if you say that to yourself, not out loud, but in your mind, as a thought, you think the word apple. It is a thought. When spirit communicate with you, it is exactly that. But it comes through from a higher vibration down to a lower vibration. It is a thought energy, is a vibration that they are trying to impress upon you. Obviously, it's very fast and it takes some getting used to, but that's exactly how that word comes through. So the word apple would come through as a thought to you. You don't physically hear that word with your ears. There are many who will say differently, but it is not. It is a sense. It is not a clear-cut word said in your ear. So you could be thinking about the day you've had at work. You could be thinking about a colleague who you work with. They may well have upset you or made you laugh, whatever. But you will be thinking that scenario through in your mind. And you will hear the words that your colleague said. You would probably hear the words that you said, but you will be hearing them within your own mind. You do not hear your own voice, crisp, clear, when you're thinking about something. You are sensing the words, you are not hearing them. They are not on the same vibration. This is exactly the same as spirit. So when spirit communicate with us, that either situation, experience, memory, whatever will come through in exactly the same way. It will come through through on a thought vibration. The sense of a medium, when they sense this vibration, and over time, as you sense this vibration, it comes in a lot softer than what the experience would of a thought in your own mind. There is a softness to it. And there is a sense to it. And it's a sense that is kind of in your gut. That's how I can explain it, I guess, for me. It comes through from the gut feeling, and you can feel that energy rising within you as that imagery comes through, as that, I say, voice, thought voice, if you like, comes through. You sense the words nice and clearly if you've got a good line of communication open there. Obviously, the better the line of communication is, the better that blending of energies is, the easier it is and the clearer that thought vibration comes through. spirit do not physically have a voice box. This is all energies of various degrees working with our energies of various degrees. When we talk of trance, obviously we're talking of a completely different thing altogether. We are talking of the spirit that is drawing itself close to the trance medium as she steps in. They then manipulate the voice box itself. That's why you get a different tone of voice, even an accent sometimes. It's kind of an overshadowing, if you like, kind of taking over. But when we're talking about mediumship, we are talking about energy vibration. The image is a thought. An image that will be impressed upon you will be as a thought from spirit. Again, it's emergence of energy. You will feel that energy. You will feel the softness of that image. As that image comes in, there is a difference to an ordinary, harsh thought from the human mind. It's worth noting when you sit for spirit, when you sit for spirit and self, as those images come in, you will feel that wave on which they appear. You will feel the softness and the peacefulness of that image as it comes in. Completely different to how you imagine an image in your mind. It is a lot harsher, quite instant, if you like, whereas an image from spirit comes in nice and swiftly and smoothly, and it appears. Nothing like a thought image that you would produce for yourself. There is a vast difference. So the more you sit, then obviously the more used to this you will get, and you will be able to tell immediately that that is not imagination. The same with I say sound, but this is the vibration of thought. But for now, say sound. So when you hear a statement from spirit, again, it comes in on a soft wave of energies, not harsh at all. It will come in, you sense the softness, you sense the energy on which it rides as it comes in and through you. A thought, again, is very similar. A thought of sound, a thought of a word from yourself is quite harsh, it's quite quick, completely different. And again, with the emergence of energy from spirit, as that vibration of, I say sound, that vibration of thought is coming in, it is as though that spirit energy has used the spoken word. It will come in as a thought, and you will sense that thought. You will even, to a degree, you can sense the gender of that thought. You can sense the love behind it. You can even sense when there's an accent there. It will just flow into you as a sound would in your mind when you think of something. Like I said, you can't hear your own voice, although you maybe think you can. You're not hearing your own voice with a thought. You are sensing those words. Exactly the same thing, but a lot harsher, more instant. There's no flow of energy with that. But you will get more used to the difference as time goes on. So always make a note when sitting for spirit of that softness, that wave of energy as the word comes in and through you. Same with the imagery. If you are given an image, that image will come in, it will appear, and then it will fade. It is a completely different sense of feeling for the communication from spirit to your imagination. Your imagination is very innocent, it's quite harsh. The image comes in, it goes out, gone, and it's quite harsh. But just keep taking note of the difference as you sit for spirit. You sense. It's all about, spirit communication is all about that sensing of thought vibration, that sensing. The image comes in on exactly the same kind of vibration, that thought vibration, that memory of that loved one you have in the world of spirit, impressing memory upon you, if you like. And if they have a statement, they will, it's kind of like thought, it's on the same vibration as it comes through, like on a thought vibration. You're talking consciousness. You are talking about soul that has survived after death. Soul that exists outside of the body on a higher vibration, but is still capable of communication through its own consciousness, through, if you like, maybe thought is the wrong word, but is as close as I can really get to describing it to you. It's the emergence of energies between your spirit, your soul, and that of the consciousness of another spirit and soul, only without body. It's just the emergence of those two energies, opening that line of communication so those patterns, those vibrations can be passed to you for you to give to that loved one in front of you. It's not that complicated, and I hope I'm not making it sound that way. But it's important early on, especially if you're learning, that you mark the difference between the two, and you will no longer need to ask that question. Was that my imagination or was that spirit? You will feel the difference. So give yourself a chance by sitting as often as you can, and like I said, mark the difference, and all will be well. So that's it for this evening. Please like, please subscribe, please pop over to Patreon if you'd like to do a course with me, or we have reading room there now, where my students do readings and things. That's something they thoroughly enjoy doing, so I've heard. So I'll leave it at that, I guess. So have a lovely evening, and I'll speak to you all again very soon. Take care.